flooding can and does happen from time to time here in Meridian and surrounding areas.
Tonight, Ben Lockridge gives us a glimpse at the people who work around the clock to make sure we're prepared when the threat of flood is imminent.
The Lauderdale County Emergency Management Agency spends substantial time making sure the county and city are prepared when bad weather strikes. When the threat of a flood presents itself, officials with LEMA say they take a series of important precautions.
We have individuals in our weather room watching the weather system, watching the amounts of rainfall. They're constantly in touch with the National Weather Service in the chat room to see what's happening in the areas to the west of us before that system actually makes it into our region. And then once the system hits, we have people from our agency out, eyes on the street, monitoring, street conditions and things like that to assess for flooding situations.
Williamson says the threat level of a flood can change how they react to the situation.
How large the flood is to how much we do here. We may stand up a partial emergency operations center, or we may stand up a full activation of the emergency operations center, which would have people from public works, from different disciplines in the county and the city and things like that. That way we can address any situation that comes up as fast as possible.
According to Williamson, the best thing residents can do to minimize the impact of a flood is to prepare ahead of time.
Make sure that we know here in our office, plus in our permit and floodplain office, that they are in a floodplain and that they do see frequent flooding. The second thing is prepare for that flooding. If you're frequently flooded, move utilities, raise utilities up, get things up above the flood level. And any new construction that you may want to pursue, make sure that you coordinate with our permit office and our floodplain office, and so that they can make sure that you're up high enough elevation that you're not affected with anything new that you put on your property.
Williamson says he has personal experience and knows why one should take the threat of a flood seriously.
Early 2000s, we had a flood. I lived in the city of Enterprise in Clark County, and it was a 100-year flood situation, and it created a lot of damage. A lot of evacuations had to be made.
Ben Lockridge, Twin States News.
Tomorrow night, we will learn flooding information that officials say every resident needs to know.